Good morning, everybody. I'm Teresa Perrin, and this is my stock market watch list for Tuesday, November 15th, 2022. I'm going to do something a little bit different today because I find that this video can be long for some people. So there are stocks that I tend to focus on during the week, like my pick of the week, and a basket full of stocks that I also make my primary focus. I'm going to save those towards the end in every video so it's not being repeated. So the beginning, will tell you what is new on my watch list or something that I've watched before that I'm watching again. And then at the end, I will tell you these, remind you these are my baskets and get into those. All right, guys, let's get started. Please remember nothing I say is financial advice. Always do your own DD. And this is a watch list. The market is green today, and I do believe that we are going to see very nice moves to the upside. Chinese stocks have gapped up tremendously, so congrats to anybody that had calls in those. Ooh, you are printing. So oil is red today. Energy seems to be coming down, guys. Okay, so we're going to start with Meta Materials, and yes, this is something that I have been in and out of the past couple of weeks, but it was not a primary focus this week. However, I do believe that it's going to continue trying to make moves to fill that gap to the upside with the market being green. Alibaba, just like I said in the beginning, Chinese stocks are ripping, guys. It's not just Alibaba, but I picked this one because they have earnings, and look at, they're up 11.52% in the after hours. And I do believe that this could have an amazing recovery this week, so keep it on your radar. Peggy, she's at it again, guys. She is ripping in pre-market this morning. She's up over $3 at last check, and she can move very, very quickly. As you can see, up over 20%. So keep her on your radar. Meta Materials, MMAT, and MMTLP, guys. I do believe that we are starting to see a short squeeze in the making. It was up 29.77% yesterday and already up about 5% in the pre-market, may even be higher right now. I would definitely be watching this very closely as I feel it is going to make some pretty big moves over the next week or so, possibly 2 weeks. Helbiz had earnings yesterday, guys. As you can see, this chart is very manipulative looking to me. There's no way I think on earnings day it bounced, between a penny and essentially stayed flat on the day. I'm waiting to see Helbiz break out. I did post a video on that already this morning, so check it out. ALLK. All right, guys, this is something that I have been in and out of as well, playing options on, and I'm looking for it to break past this high that you see here. And it looks like it's getting very, very close, so I would keep this on your radar. It's up 91.6% in the past 3 months, but it is beat down like probably 90% on the year still, so I would keep this on your radar. Epics. All right, here's another one, just like Peggy, that I'm seeing what looks like it trying to break out of a funky looking bull flag pattern. Does it make another leg? It could, but it could also move to the upside, so it's time to start watching this one again, guys. And that's EPIX. PBR. All right, now, normally I would not put energy on my radar right now, but PBR is up 2.44% in the pre-market, which is against what normal energy is doing. And that's because the courts, the Brazilian courts, said that they couldn't stop the dividend from being issued. So all of a sudden yesterday, you started seeing this make moves back to the upside. It has been beat down hard on what's going on in Brazil. And I just think it has an opportunity to run significantly here. NEOG, N-E-O-G. All right. This is another one that has been beat down very hard that I've had on my radar since it hit this $10.49 range. I do believe that, I know it's in an uptrend, but I believe it has a very, very long way to go. As you can see, it's still down 63.94%, and I'm watching this for a continuation to the upside, guys. I have some calls for this week that have been in the money for a while, but I'm thinking about getting some new ones going further out. Cassava Science. All right, guys, this absolutely broke out on the failed studies that Biogen had on their Alzheimer's drug. So it looks like Cassava's getting some momentum back. And also, she was technically ready for a breakout. And I do believe that she is going to continue making moves to the upside. She hit 44 and change, pulled back. Now I'm looking to see what she does today. Is it going to be a relatively flat day, or is she going to break back to the upside again? Well, with the market being green, I think it's a good potential she could break back to the upside. So Walmart had earnings this morning, and as you can see, they absolutely crushed it. At the time I took this picture, it was already up $8 in pre-market, and I believe it's up over $9 at the moment, unless it's had a pullback while I'm recording. But guys, it's absolutely ripping. TJX, I would keep this on your radar because they have earnings pre-market tomorrow, and with Walmart's earnings being good, TJ Maxx has been an amazing stock for the past year when the market's been horrible. And if Walmart's any sign of what retail's going to do, then this could potentially have big moves as well. ACB. All right, Aurora Cannabis, guys, I just picked a random one because all of the cannabis stocks have been on an absolute tear this past week. And I do believe that we see a continuation today. So you can do ACB, Tilray, MJ, CGC. There's so many to choose from. You pick your poison. All right, SOXL. SOXL is the daily semiconductor bull ETF. NVIDIA has earnings. I'm not sure. I think it's tomorrow, but don't quote me on that. It could be Thursday. Who knows? It could even be today, guys. I honestly don't know, but I know they have earnings. I do not want to pick a specific semiconductor to try to go after, which is why I'm picking SOXL, because even if NVIDIA has bad earnings and the other ones go up, then this is a leveraged ETF for semiconductors. So I feel that it's a very safe bet if one of them has an off day. LabU. Okay, LabU made a breakout point yesterday or in pre-market, I'm not quite sure, but it broke above the high of these other candles here. So I'm looking for this to continue to run and think we can easily get to $10. This is the S&P Biotech 3-time ETF. So keep this closely on your radar because I do believe that you're going to continue to see momentum come into play and this move to the upside. All right, now we're at the list of my stocks that I believe are going to make moves this week, and Carvana is my pick of the week. So guys, if you already know these and you want to exit, here would be your opportunity because some of this will be a repeat. So I'll go through this quickly. But Carvana has been beat down extremely hard. I did do a video on this you can watch, but I do believe it's going to have a massive short/gamma squeeze, and it is a number one on my priority list this week. Upstart. Okay, guys, Upstart was like a lot of other stocks yesterday, pulled back pretty significantly. I think it was a couple of dollars down, but I do believe that we are going to see that get picked back up and continue to move to the upside. I want to see Upstart break through like $24, $25. Upstart is very heavily shorted and could have a huge move. As you can see, it's already up 3% in pre-market. Disney. All right, here's another one that I believe rips very hard this week. It still has a gap filled to the upside, and it was doing great yesterday. It pulled back. It tried to go back up again. Then it pulled back even harder at market close, went down to $94, which was below the close of Friday. But as you can see, it's back at that where it closed on Friday around that $95 price range, guys, and I do believe that we see Disney break back above. I want to see it break through yesterday's high and get a close above 97 would be great. Close higher would be even better. But I do believe Disney can make moves. Roku, guys, this has been on my radar because it pulled back hard. It ran massively on Friday. Yesterday, it did have a pullback, but as you can see, it's regaining its momentum in pre-market. It was odd because Netflix was running yesterday, and yet Roku didn't. And also, WBD and Fubo, and I believe Fubo is probably on this list as well because it's been on my radar. But all of these streaming platforms, as well as CSSE, which I believe had earnings, so CSSE could see see some substantial moves to the upside today if their earnings were good and these plays continue to run. TWLO, Twilio. All right, guys. This is another one that I am watching for this gap fill, which is over $10 from where we're at right now. So I believe it's somewhere around 64, 65 off the top of my head. Could even be 68. Forgive me, but it's early. But I do believe that Twilio, which had a pullback yesterday, is going to continue making moves to fill that gap. Novavax. All right, here's another one that had a pullback. I want to see this also get above that $25 mark. Once it gets through 25, I think we get to 30 very, very quickly. Novavax has been beat down hard over the last several months. You know, Moderna was running yesterday on the COVID vaccine news, yet this had a pullback. I don't really understand, but the market hates Novavax for some reason. And honestly, I think it's probably the safest vax and the only one that I would even consider, because I am very anti-COVID vax, only because I'm an RN and there's not enough information, in my opinion, on it. And I've seen a lot of, unfortunately, sad results from the vaccine. And if you've had COVID badly, I feel that you have natural antibodies, which I had. So anyways, we'll keep that out of this, or we should. But I do believe Novavax is going to absolutely run once it gets through that $25 mark. ABCT. All right, guys, this was up to 93 cents in pre-market. Technically, it had earnings yesterday. You can watch the video that I did on it. You know, I didn't go deep into it because honestly, this is a buyout play, so who really cares about the earnings? Unless we're stuck with it, then that would be a whole other story. However, you know, there is rumor that, you know, this could be potentially getting news, and other buyouts have dropped earnings and within, you know, a week have had news drop that they're being bought. So this is on my radar. Just watch the video, because the dark pool and everything, something's cooking with this little cookie, and she was up to 93 before she pulled back earlier this morning. Mullen Automotives. All right, guys, you can watch all my videos on Mullen. I am a very strong believer in this company, and David made some interesting moves yesterday, so please watch that video, but I am watching this for a continuation to the move up. Thanks so much for watching, and have a fabulous day.